Did you know that MAGA Halloween is completely different from regular Halloween? On MAGA Halloween, MAGAs run screaming from a boogeyman they created out of an innocent t-shirt while they cackle and applaud the real-life horror of white supremacy. Seriously, it's baffling.
What you're looking at here is pure evil.
This is MAGA losing their shit about blood on costumes on Halloween. Apparently, two very different Halloweens were taking place in the MAGA world over the weekend. In one Halloween, this right-wing YouTuber streamed for hours while in blackface, being super racist. But because she's one of them, MAGA thought it was hilarious. It's just a joke, nobody freak out. But in another Halloween, these teachers wearing t-shirts covered in blood they purchased off of Amazon way before the death of Charlie Kirk is so vile and evil that all of these teachers should be fired. The selective outrage from these people when it comes to violence is truly mind-boggling. This is former state lawmaker Anthony Kern. He was a fervent 2020 presidential election denier. He attended the riot on January 6th at the US Capitol, and he is insistent that that was just a peaceful demonstration. But when it comes to this photo of a Halloween costume, he tweeted that these teachers are mocking the death of Charlie Kirk and promoting violence against MAGA, and told parents to take their kids out of public schools. But if I would say, hey, blackface is a bad idea, somebody like Anthony Kern would actually call me a snowflake. Let's take a look at some of this ridiculous pearl clutching from MAGA.
Concerned parents in Tucson, Arizona.
No, dumbass. It's not Tucson. It's Tucson. I'm in Indiana, and even I know it's Tucson. And beyond that, these teachers are not in Tucson. They're in Vail. Wow. Continue.
Raised alarms after teachers at the Vail school district were photographed wearing Halloween shirts with the word "problem solved" and what appears to be blood on the side. It's obvious. The white shirt, the black letters, the blood on the left side of the shirt.
When people ask me why I'm no longer a teacher and no longer associated with public education here in the state of Arizona, this is exactly why. These are the type of people right here that I had to associate with.
This is apparently teachers and faculty members from the Vail School District in Tucson, Arizona, in southern Arizona, cosplaying as Charlie Kirk being assassinated in custom t-shirts saying "problem solved." Every single one of these despicable individuals need to be fired immediately.
But some people on the internet still have common sense, and the school district even put out a statement about the costumes.
If you go to Amazon, you'll see these shirts everywhere because it's a Halloween costume, and it's also been associated with math problems. So that was the whole joke. Now, if you go look at the reviews, you'll notice that these shirts have been on Amazon for years, not months, meaning that they have absolutely nothing to do with that Kirk character.
Those shirts say "problem solved" and show blood, as you can see, over the left side. Some parents and community members are fuming, saying this mocks the assassination of conservative political activist Charlie Kirk and endorses violence. Vail Superintendent John Carruth refutes this, saying in part, quote, "The shirts were worn in reference to solving math problems. Any reference that these shirts were related to something other than that are simply false and untrue. The staff wearing them care deeply about children. Most of them live in our community and have served families in Vail for many years. These shirts were worn both this and last year as part of math-themed Halloween costumes and were not intended as a reference to any person, event, or political issue."
MAGA is not buying it. They are accusing the district of putting out photos doctored with AI. They are also saying that, okay, even if it's not about Charlie Kirk, these teachers are still violating the code of conduct. They are still calling for these teachers to be fired, and they are encouraging people to show up at the district's next school board meeting. I hope they are stretching out before they're making these gigantic leaps. Arizona State Senator Jake Hoffman admitted the shirts were not about Charlie Kirk, but he said they were still inappropriate and celebrating murder. But you could seriously make that argument for any Halloween costume. Take a look at this photo of my children from many years ago, dressed as the Coyote and Roadrunner. Should I have my children taken away because I am glorifying the horrific violence committed by the Acme Corporation? Or look at Katie Miller wearing a skeleton costume. How inappropriate. How could she? Those protruding bones while children in Gaza are starving.
What I haven't heard is any rational explanation over why these shirts existed in the first place. What in the world does a bloody t-shirt have to do with math and problem solved? To tell me not a single person said, probably shouldn't wear these t-shirts because it could be misconstrued as you mocking Charlie Kirk.
Maybe no one thought about Charlie Kirk because they're not as obsessed with Charlie Kirk as you people are. Are these people really that obtuse? Do we have to explain costumes to them? Obviously, the problem solved t-shirt is not specific to math, but you could see how math teachers could find it funny. It's saying problem solved because it's dead. Haha. Meanwhile, on the right, Blackface had a huge Halloween this year.
Oh, Fantasy, you need some props, KFC, bucket, watermelon, etc. I know. I was gonna get some of that, but it was already too late. I was already in Blackface.
Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech.
So this blonde white woman, a proud racist, who is obviously just a clickbait shit starter, according to MAGA, her blackface is hilarious. It's just a joke. And they make up all sorts of false equivalencies. They bring up the Wayans brothers and white chicks, while a pretend scenario they created in their heads about some blood-covered t-shirts and a meme about a Halloween costume, those are evil and vile.
Black liberals on the internet boo-hoo-whining, girl, oh, they did blackface. Oh, they hurt my feelings. But this is probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
No one's even wearing that Erica Kirk costume. It's just a meme. The comparison is really fascinating here. When MAGA mocks somebody and calls them a snowflake because they were offended, oftentimes that person was offended because of something that is rooted in reality, something with some kind of historical context. Like, remember Alligator Alcatraz? A lot of people brought up, hey, this is really offensive that you're joking about sending people of color to Alligator Alcatraz because there's historical context there. There was a whole bunch of propaganda in the United States about using black people as alligator food. But MAGA said, oh, you're a bunch of snowflakes, stop being overdramatic. It's just funny. Alligator Alcatraz is funny. So according to MAGA, Alligator Alcatraz is funny. Blackface is funny. But their outrage is completely justified when it's related to a scenario they completely manufactured in their head about a t-shirt or about a fake costume that nobody's actually wearing. Can somebody make this make sense? Probably not, because it's insanity. But at least we are in this insanity together, so make sure you subscribe to Really American Media. And share this video with someone in your life. Let's keep the conversation going. For Really American Media, I am Corinne Straight. Thanks so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.